Do you love old cars and trucks? Join us on Bring 'em Back to Life, where we search the salvage yards and backyards of America to find that gold mine of a parts car or that restorable gem in the rough. Come with us down memory lane as we elevate the status of our salvage yards to outdoor museums of automotive history.
Okay, Renee and I are in Minnesota today. We're at Windy Hill Auto Parts in New London. That's New London, Minnesota. We're from New London County, Connecticut. And we're meeting Willie. Hello, Willie. Introduce yourself.
I'm Willie.
And you manage Windy Hill. There's a family business.
Yep.
And how long has it been here? 1964?
1964, yeah.
And you're going to take us for a ride?
I guess so.
Okay,
All right.
Thank you. Let's go for a ride.
You guys are from New London, Connecticut, huh?
We live in New London County, which is down in the southeast corner next to Rhode Island.
Sure.
And the ocean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the biggest casino on the East Coast.
Yeah.
We've seen some views similar to this on our travels, and this is what my viewers want to see. What you have and what you're willing to sell parts from, and you've kind of got categories here.
Yeah, I try and keep it as organized as possible, but then every once in a while some stuff comes in and got to re-row everything a time or two a year. Got stuff from the teens up to the mid 2000s. At one time there was 12 to 15,000 cars on the place, but times changed, so now we got around 12 to 1,500, but mostly antiques, and that's kind of our main line of what keeps us going. Dad started it with my grandpa in deer hunting time, 1964 is what he said what it was when he came up here and bought it. And I think there's a couple acres and 25 cars or something out when they started. And now he's got 160 acres of land that at one time was almost all full with cars.
Now there's a very rare little Valiant right there.
Yep.
Little Plymouth convertible, 71 I would think.
64.
64, that old. Okay, thank you. There's a dark convertible.
Yep. Another Valiant there.
So how many cars do you estimate you still have on this property?
12 to 1,500. So at any given time. The aim is to build it up with full of antiques again by the time I got to retire, but we'll see what happens.
So are these all antiques down through here?
Yep, yeah, here's Chryslers and Dodges. We'll go down there too.
Oh yeah, look at that. Amazing.
We got Fords and Mercury's here.
Yeah, we just went around a 58 custom station wagon.
57.
Not too many of them left around.
Yeah, mostly full service, but we do self-service too. Allow people to come out and walk around or drive around the yard if they're too old to walk and pick up items themselves. But it seems like a person does better when you get it and ship it across the country. So get a lot of requests through eBay and carpart.com and hollanderparts.com, and do the best we can to keep up with those. Just about all the cars are inventoried with, there's usually about 180 parts to choose from that you inventory that have interchange parts for 1965 and newer, and then the older stuff gets a little bit trickier to inventory and let people know what all works and fits, but it's not a exact science.
So how far will you travel to bring in another car to add to your inventory?
Oh, usually middle of South Dakota is about as far as a guy'd go, but a lot of stuff we've been able to pick up fairly locally. Last year we had one job that had about 130 cars, and about 60 of them were pre-1980 that we kept, and that was about 30 miles away. That went pretty good. These days it costs more to haul all the time and regulation and stuff, that if you got to go across states, it's just a headache. So it really makes it tough to go anywhere and get anything unless it's really nice. If it's really nice, I probably can't afford it.
Yeah, if it's really nice, it needs to be made into a street rod.
The junky ones are the ones that I'm after, that I can pay scrap price for a little bit more
Right.
for, then they'll pan out when you're safe. So yeah, here, this is some of the oldest stuff on the place up here on the hill that's been here for over 50 years. Not too much up here anymore, but don't have the heart to junk it.
Yeah, say that again, Willie. You don't have...
The heart to junk it.
and that's why I do bring them back to life. It's like so many nice cars and trucks have gone to scrap because the price of scrap went up.
Yeah.
That the ones that are left, somebody should try to put back into something that they can use.
Yeah.
So this is up on the hill of Windy Hill, right here.
This is beautiful.
So did you hear what my wife just said?
Oh yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is my wife saying that.
Yeah. You don't find them like that every day.
I found her 51 years ago and we're still together. We appreciate stuff.
Appreciate you taking us through.
And this is the view from the top of Windy Hill here in New London, Minnesota. Oh, here's all the early 50s right here. Yep.
41 and up, 49 and up.
There's 2 deliveries. They make cool hot rods.
Yeah.
My partner right now that's working with me, Johnny Cannonball Baker, has an 11-year-old son who's a gearhead already.
Oh yeah.
And we're just starting, we're going to bring him, introduce him into our shows. And he already can do a brake job on a modern car.
Oh yeah.
Doing, you know, discs and pads.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to feature him doing a conversion from drums to discs on my 56 Chevy station wagon.
Oh sure. Been in here about a week earlier, you'd be able to see more of the cars, but these weeds really come up now.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Studebaker Larks and 50 Studebakers, 50 era. Little Corvair convertible right there.
Yeah, that one did have a turbo in it when it came here. But,
Really?
Yep. That fella in Montana came out last year, I think, and bought all that stuff.
Yeah, there's another one, yep. So you got a whole row of Corvairs there.
Yeah.
Mostly hard tops and convertibles too. People, Corvair guys need to see that. Because they love their Corvairs.
Sure. Yeah, the tires the government used to or the car shredders used to make us take them off and they wouldn't go with the crushed cars, but now we can put 5 in every car, so you get paid for them the same as the irons.
Really?
Nice.
It's not too much of a problem other than the few that come off with aluminum wheels and that. So.
Right, right.
Motorhomes, I don't know how we keep acquiring these things, but
Oh, gee, yeah.
been selling quite a few parts off them, but Dad keeps telling people, yeah, bring them over, but he'll be dead when I got to get rid of all the mess. So.
Oh.
So you really don't sell enough parts to make it worth having them drag all of these here?
Not, well,
probably
it is
gonna
for
be
now,
for
but when I got to
scrap.
clean it up, I'm going to regret it, you know.
In the meantime, you could store good parts inside them.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've seen some yards that do that.
yeah, you got to,
Put make them all, each one a different part, and then just fill them with certain parts.
yeah, we got to use our heads and maximize whatever we got at our hands.
Right. There's some nice old trucks.
There's a bunch of 40s and early 50s pickups. Like these can be, dual rear wheels and 1-ton cabs, but they were all the same cabs for the given years.
Yeah.
And one of the things we're doing on this trip, we're meeting Ed and his wife from Easy Swap Chassis, and he's going to sponsor one of my shows.
Sure.
And he's got all the kits designed to put these old chassis on modern pickup frames,
Yep.
so people can enjoy their old truck,
Yep.
modernize it the way they want, and have the safety of the suspension and rear end and stuff. So we're going to meet him at Back to the 50s, and we're getting a kit to do a conversion on one of our shows.
Sure. Yeah, when I was a kid, my brother, he had owned the place at that time, and he had a semi-restored, like a 47 to 50 Shiv half-ton pickup, and I wanted that thing so bad. I wanted him to sell it to me so bad, and I didn't have no money. I couldn't get a loan. So right before he sold it, I said, well, I'm at least going to drive the thing. I drove it about 1.5 miles down the road, and I changed my mind. I don't want it.
So on this era Chevy GMC 46 to 55 first series,
Yep.
he sells a kit specifically that goes on a S10
Yep.
or an S15
Yep.
for that style. Then 55 second series to 59, he's got the kits to put them on C10 and K10s.
Oh, sure. Yep.
And then he's got other makes now that he's designed kits for, and I think he said he sold his 1,000th chassis Easy Swap kit,
Oh,
and
really?
it went to Australia last month.
Yeah.
And he's going to be set up at the Back to the 50s to tell people about his kits and all the different eras that he's designed them for.
Sure.
He is an engineer,
Yep.
and it came about because he had a 53 Chevy GMC and he wanted to modernize it, so he designed his own kit.
Yep.
And it worked so well, he said, well, maybe I can sell some of these, and it's doing well. So
Well, you got a lot of trucks.
yeah, there's a lot of pickups into here. Yep.
And really old ones down there, 40, 41, 42, all the way down.
And that one could be a real. What is that?
That is KB6 International.
Oh, early international. Yeah, here's another whole section of pickups. A whole bunch of Fords right here.
Yeah. It's 57 all the way to 79, that little row there.
Uh-huh.
Got Pontiacs.
You see that Buick right there?
Yep.
When we were in California a couple months ago in a yard, he has one of them in an airplane hangar that's got 1,500 original miles on it.
Oh, really?
Yep. that was hitting the front end when it was fairly new.
Yeah.
And he bought it and put it in the salvage yard and then got a perfect front end from a 4-door,
Yeah.
put it on it.
Yeah.
It has never come out of the hanger.
Oh, really?
See the sticker on the back of his
Oh, yeah.
vehicle, back
Yeah.
to the 50s.
Yeah. This time of year, we always get a few people that are on their way down there.
Yeah, they're on. We're going there this week.
One guy stopped every single year, but I don't know if his health went bad or what. Bill Harrison from Baba Boom Garage up in Manitoba. He would drive his sedan delivery down the back to 50s every year and stop here, and he'd load up on his way back home.
So you're known in 2 countries at least.
Yeah. Guys from Sweden were here a couple weeks ago, dealing quite a bit with people in Australia over online. There's a lot of interest in American cars over there.
Oh, there sure is. Yeah.
Right here, antiques came in last year, all but maybe 1 or 2 of them. There's an auction sale in Kimball, Minnesota, and then a estate where we got stuff, and maybe one other place. Only 2 or 3 cars here that have been here for longer than a year in this row.
Yeah, I think you were telling me that a friend had died who had a yard and they didn't want to just bring the crusher in, so they offered to sell the antiques and you bought a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Is that one of your guys taking things off?
That's Armando, yeah. He makes noises all the time. Good guy.
There's all the 59 Fords, a bunch of them. Yep. 56. Is that it?
This one came in from the airport in Maple Lake that they always used airplane fuel in it, so it still turns over and I haven't tried to start it yet.
Oh, that old 6-cylinder still turns over.
Yeah. I got that.
storage place that you take some of your parts off? I mean, I imagine the snow gets quite high here.
Yeah, school buses and some old cars and stuff, and different warehouses we got. Trying to build up a bigger online store with loose parts, and hopefully that'll keep things trickling off the shelf, especially in wintertime. I don't know how winter was in Connecticut, but it was really rough here in Minnesota last winter.
We didn't get much last winter.
Yeah.
No.
This is the worst we had since 1996, and it might have been worse than that. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Most of this would have been buried under snow.
Yeah. No, it was rough. Car right there is 40 Hudson that was repurposed into a fish house. Came from South Dakota.
Really?
Yep.
It's repurposed into what?
A fish house, ice fishing.
Oh, for ice fishing.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, there's a lake you would never suspect was here.
Yeah, I think there was fishing at about 75 years ago. I think it's a 40 Nash coupe there that's back here where nobody can see it, because you don't dare lift it up and move it and wreck everything. So.
Oh.
So this part is very, very old.
Yeah. My dad was first up here, and his uncle, they'd have to come, and they say, how do you get the parts off in the wintertime? They had a hood that turned into a sled with the torches and a handyman jack, and come from the office and over the hill and from a little motor or transmission or anything, and drag it back up over the hill to the office.
Now what's this over here on the right? This car.
I don't know. Cousin came and inventoried all these and identified them.
That's some wood on it.
Yeah. I can't remember what that one is.
Okay. That's a little different looking. So that's the oldest part of the yard. And then we come down into more stuff. Very interesting. See that one done? 42 mark?
Yep. I saw it on the hood. Yep. That's one of the last Hudsons they made right there.
Yep.
And you could tell it was half Studebaker, half Hudson. They merged, and
Yep.
that kept happening, you know. You could tell the engineers were putting their heads together. And
Sure. Too little, too late, I guess, for them guys.
and became American Motors.
Yep. Well, I think they showed you pretty much the bulk of the antiques.
Thank you. You got enough rain here with the mud too, huh?
Yeah, luckily we're all in sand here, so it's only got to dry up for about a day, and that's pretty good.
Well, like Willie just said, I'm showing all the parts that they have protected in inside storage, and they're all tagged and identified, and he said they're all inventoried. Here's a pretty good selection of rear axles, all up off the ground. Some pretty good sized ones too for trucks. And then here's these class 2 bodies I noticed walking by, or containers. Exhaust manifolds all hanging up, protected, and all tagged. Now, Windy Hill Auto Parts, New London, Minnesota. If you call and inquire or go to their website, you tell them what part you're looking for, and they likely have it inventoried and in storage and identified. This one is flywheels and flex plates. And as we drove by, he pointed to this one and he said, taillights. There you go. Lots of taillights. All identified and protected. Looks like that lock was somebody's hot rod. Okay, I want to say thank you, and
Yes.
I'll shake your hand.
You bet. Nice to meet you.
We'll be putting you on the channel.
You bet. I'll get it
And
checked out.
you know, I work a little at a time.
Yep.
I'm here for a week, and then I got a couple of months of work to do. You know?
I'll make sure I'll share it on my social media too. So.
And I'll give you my card so you can tell people that are going to back to the 50s that we were here.
You bet. You bet.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.